Hello, my name is John. This is my garage. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do with this video, but I'm going to keep a record of working on this old truck that was my dad's. It's a 1987 Chevy with a 305 long bed. Got about 218,000 miles or something like that on it. But it has some sentimental value, and I'm going to fix it up and put her back on the road again. Like I say, I'm not really sure if I'm going to just save this for myself as for a record or if I might make a YouTube video out of it. But I'll take you along for the ride. Not my first rodeo when it comes to working on cars and trucks by far, but it has been quite a long time since I've gone to anything quite this deep. I'll give you a little bit of a walk around, show you what I got to work with and what it looks like. It's been sitting outside for about 13 years now. Hasn't been running about that same amount of time. The bed's full of junk, moss all over it, or something. I don't know what that stuff is. Nasty, whatever it is. The truck is actually very straight, with the exception of a couple of small little dings. My father at one time had an accident with the front where they changed this front fender right here. So I'll have to do a little bit of work on that. I saw a dent or two there, and then something must have happened right there. It's got very minimal rust. It's got rust along the bed back here where he used to rest his arms while he was getting to his beer cooler. And it's got the typical rust at the cab corners on both sides, but the rockers appear to be in pretty good shape. No rust holes along this side. Leads me to believe that it was indeed Dad's sweaty arms down in Florida that probably put those rust holes there. There's also some minor repair work done down there. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't recall anything, but something obviously happened. And then, of course, like I said, the cab corners. But the rockers appear to be in good shape. All of the miles on this truck, most of them anyway, were long trips between Jacksonville and Cocoa Beach when he used to work down there for a company working for NASA. And then also trips between Florida and West Virginia, where his wife was from. Like I say, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this video, but I will take you along for the ride and show some progress, I hope, in pretty quick fashion, I hope. Okay, well, so the first thing I'm going to work on is getting the surface rust off of the hood and anywhere else I might find some. There's quite a bit of it from sitting outside for so long. I purchased a tool from Harbor Freight that I've actually been eyeing this tool for quite a while. It used to be available only through Eastwood that I knew of. But I bought this tool, and I'm not going to do a review on it or anything like that. There's plenty of reviews of this tool on YouTube and anywhere else you might want to look for Eastwood tool, and the one that I bought, which is from Harbor Freight, my favorite place to go. But anyway, this tool is right here. Let's see. There you go. It's called the metal reconditioner, or I forget now exactly what it's called, but anyway, it's from Bauer, and it's got a drum on it. This is the most aggressive drum, which is the 40 grit, and that's what I'm going to use to try to take down some of this stuff here. It's not real deeply pitted. I'm hoping that it'll be able to strip that stuff off and get it down to bare metal where I can get some primer on it, and then do a little bit of body work. There's a little ding right up there along the rib there, or whatever you want to call it, that body line. Little damage that happened from when we were putting the windshield in. The windshield was broken, and we put that in. That was the very first thing I did about 10 years ago. But well, I'll make a couple of passes with it and bring you back. Here's what it looks like after that little bit of time. Some of the rust is a little bit more pitted than I thought, but it's getting the scale off, and whatever's left of the old primer. I'm sure in the video you could tell that it was kicking up quite a bit of rust. And right in this area it started getting a little hot, but I didn't want it to warp the metal, so I backed off and went somewhere else. But it does seem to be working. And it's a lot faster than trying to do it by hand.